Hello, everybody. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and today we're talking Stranger Things. That's right. Netflix just announced season 4 of Stranger Things is coming. Of course, duh. Why wouldn't it be? We got this report from Slash Film, but they made a new trailer that shows the traditional sort of trailer that we usually see with the letters coming in with the cool theme, the number 4, but then something different happened. What? What, guys? Something different? Cool effects, cool graphics. The 4's being eaten away in the upside down. The lights are going out. Something's happening. The evil is overtaking it. What's happening? Boom, boom, boom. We're not in Hawkins anymore. That's a huge reveal. Does that mean we're finally going to Russia? Spoiler alert, we're going to talk about season 3. So if you didn't watch already, tune out, because I am going to talk about the ending of season 3, because it's sort of important to talk about where season 4 is going to go by talking about season 3. But this is interesting. I've always liked this idea of getting the hell out of Hawkins. I didn't think they could pull 3 seasons off, but I think they did. I think 1 was still the best. And then I think surprisingly 3 was the next best. And then 2 was okay. 2, sort of, as I said in my review for season 3, 2 felt like it was sort of them trying to figure out what the hell to do, and they had more money, and they were just doing so many subplots that nothing really stuck. And then season 3, I felt like they were like, all right, let's use the money to build a food court and a mall and create sort of that sort of feeling. Let's make a Terminator type character on the Russians. And they sort of created like sort of a Red Dawn meets 80s action horror vibe, and kept it more contained. I thought the characters all had sort of points this time, and it made sense. And then it had a really good ending. That scene at the end with Hopper and giving, not just Hopper dying, but the letter he wrote to 11. Oh my God, that just crushed me. I was just sitting there watching it, and I was not prepared to sort of for the emotional weight of what that scene was, because the whole show was fine, but then that last episode just hit me like a freight train. I was like, his like speech was so touching, and I didn't think I was that connected, and they were. And David Harbour's just so fantastic in that role. And as a dad, I just thought that letter he writes 11 at the end is just one of those moments, the best moment I think in the whole series, and really perfect ending. So what I'm getting at is I think season 3 ended so strongly. I love the idea of let's get the hell out of Hawkins. Like, let's go to Russia. So they sort of showed, okay, well, we don't have the American. Is it Hopper? It's kind of a cop-out if Hopper's not dead, but it could be somebody else. But let's see what's happening in Russia during all this. Let's see what's happening in L.A., Wyoming, Seattle, Texas, or Africa. Let's go around. Like, this Upside Down, when it came about, had to have created some other rifts, right? Tears and paranormal stuff happening around the globe. So let's go see it. To me, it's like Walking Dead, right? Walking Dead, I liked for a little while, and then it just got slow because they didn't really know where the hell they were going. It just was this. Granted, they were using the comics, but even then, like, comics were just sort of better. The threat in Walking Dead was never the zombies. That's why Fear the Walking Dead to me doesn't work as a spinoff. I haven't seen it, to be fair, so I'm judging kind of ignorantly. But my point is, it's still like Fear the Walking Dead. But then you quickly realize, oh, the Walking Dead are us, like the people left. That was always the threat. It wasn't the zombies, it was the people, because you run into this other culture, these other groups, societies, and you're like, are they going to murder me and steal my stuff? That's the scary part of this apocalypse world of Walking Dead. Oh, and zombies happen to be there, and sometimes they get in and they're actually dangerous. But they've come to, I killed them all. So that's not the threat. The threat is the people. Who can you trust? Who do you open into your society? That's the kind of stuff that worked, but even that's just one thread. How many shows can you do with the communities? Oh, do I trust this community? Oh, Carl. Oh, blah, 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 Negan. But I'm just over it. Walking Dead doesn't have enough to tap anymore. But Stranger Things, it's just a paranormal vibe, right? And a theme where you could have different monsters and ghosts and goblins pop up all over the place. What else happened beyond Hawkins? This doesn't have to be like Hawkins really might have happened and we didn't really know in our history. That's short-sighted. Like, what if this had been happening all across the globe and we could go back to different periods where the Russians had been testing all across the world? That's fascinating to me. They could create sort of an Amazing Stories for Netflix, which is what Apple just bought from Spielberg. If you don't remember, Amazing Stories was an anthology series, like one episode each. Spielberg oversaw it, but it was like this adventure anthology where each episode was sort of standalone, similar to Black Mirror. And so Apple just bought the rights to that show so they could reboot it, which will be interesting to see if that works. But I think where Netflix has the success is Stranger Things as it's like True Detective. But True Detective was really great with those actors. But there wasn't like a concept in True Detective that you couldn't just do in any show, which was, oh yeah, well, it's just two detectives cracking a cold case. Stranger Things has now created the backstory, like all that stuff is there, so you can use it in other places, tap into it. The lore is existing, and now the brand is valuable, so you could do a new Stranger Things in a different place without the typical characters. And I think audiences would still connect if the Duffer Brothers and other creatives are involved that have a cool visionary. And it's not just an hour like Black Mirror, it's 6-8 episodes that we invest and see a cool new, let's watch that storyline. To me, that's a cool approach, because I like watching a show where it's like in and out. I don't like the 24 episode seasons. It's too much. There's too much. Sometimes these networks, especially network TVs, it's like, guys, I have a life. I don't want to sit there and watch 22 hours every year of a show. Like, give me the best parts. And I think Netflix, that's where it succeeds, is this binge watch works with these short runs. So what this means for Netflix, if we're not in Hawkins anymore, is exciting to me. Now, clearly they're going to keep Stranger Things 4 going with some of the characters. They have to. It's their cash cow. I understand that. But if they could figure out a way to once start doing those slower and start dropping cooler Stranger Things specials with new characters and new places, I think they'd be in a really good spot. Then you could keep it going forever. Always bring a new crew in, bring some celebrity casting, some cool directors that the Duffer Brothers wants to help see, and they can oversee it as producers. That would get me really excited. What do you guys think? Let me know. Overall, though, they're doing some spooky themes. Like I was saying, could this new place take place with Hopper actually alive in Russia? Maybe that whole season could be in Russia. I think that'd be cool. This was their new changed profile pic. According to Slash Film, gathered all this information. Spooky clocks, which shows 5 minutes until midnight. It's also in that teaser in sort of a couple frames. But beyond just Stranger Things, Netflix signed a brand new deal with the Duffer Brothers to create series and films for the streaming service. The Duffer Brothers have captivated viewers around the world with Stranger Things, and we're thrilled to expand our relationship with them to bring their vivid imaginations to other film and series projects our members will love, said Ted Sarandos, who's the chief executive officer of Netflix. We can't wait to see what the Duffer Brothers have in store when they step outside the world of the Upside Down. And then the Duffers themselves made a quote. We are absolutely thrilled to continue our relationship with Netflix. They took a huge chance on us, on our show, and have forever changed our lives. From our first pitch meeting to the release of Stranger Things 3, the entire team at Netflix has been nothing short of sensational, providing us with the kind of support, guidance, and creative freedom we always dreamed about. We can't wait to tell many more stories together, beginning, of course, with a return trip to Hawkins. So clearly, they're even admitting it. They're going to keep the Hawkins story going, but Stranger Things 4, which will be connected, I imagine, will go outside of Hawkins, and the obvious guess would be Russia. That's where we left things off. That's where things are starting. But if they did Russia as season 4 and then branched off to this was not the only experiment we were doing, that's my Russian accent. If they did that, it opens up a whole new world where Netflix can tap a bunch of projects. And then the Duffer Brothers can step back. They can oversee it as a producer, bring in some cool up-and-coming filmmakers that they want to give a shot to, which is part of the process. When you get to that level, you want to find other people who can you can let the hands off and oversee it from afar, and let some other people do their creative visions in your world. That's important too. And then they can go make a movie or a whole nother, do a dramatic series or something they want to do. So I think this is exciting, and this is the right direction. It doesn't surprise me that 4 is coming. I think 3 ended really beautifully, and I almost wish it was sort of done, but I think the Duffer Brothers and Netflix have created sort of a really important and strong relationship. And I suspect you guys, others out there, would want to see more from them, the creators of Stranger Things. And I applaud them for being loyal. Loyalty, man, it is not very popular in this day and age anymore. People do not want to be loyal. They want to protect their brands. They want to get the big paycheck. And so when a filmmaker sticks with the people who sort of helped them get there, and the place that got them there rewards them, and they can create thriving, that's only going to help us, the audience. So kudos to all involved. I'm excited. I think this is a good sign. I'm excited to see where they go, especially beyond Hawkins, because I think we've seen Hawkins enough. But what do you guys think? Do you want to see them continue this through line and the characters of the kids, Winona Ryder, Hopper, or are you into this idea of let's go to outside Hawkins and other places in the world? Maybe they can connect later, maybe they don't. But let's do standalone series using the Stranger Things banner and tell other cool paranormal and action adventure series, either more in the 80s or a new one in the 90s or one in the 70s. We go all over. Possibilities are endless. Or do you want to see the Duffer Brothers just do something completely different? They're like, enough Stranger Things. Give us a new genre, do something completely new, excite us with something original. Tell me down in the comments below what you think. Are you excited? All that jazz. As always, you can hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, and all those places. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more videos. And we'll be doing a live stream this Thursday, not Wednesday, where I think we're going to move our schedule to Thursday nights starting this week. So stay tuned. Please hit that subscription bell, notification bell, all that jazz to be alerted when videos are in your feed. Thanks, everybody. Have an awesome day. Bye.